Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. I am Mr. Saunders, and I will be hosting Writers Club again this year. And this is the parent information session for those of you that couldn't come to the in-person gatherings. I'm going to talk a little bit about Writers Club and what the guidelines are to be a part of Writers Club. All right, there's a few key elements I want to talk to you about regarding Writers Club, and the first one is the cost. It does cost $15 to be a part of Writers Club, and what that $15 covers is it covers a kit that we have to order from the publisher. They require specific documentation and materials that we have to purchase from them in order to get a published book, and it also covers a small fee of like things that we need here, like that we'll use during the course. So that's just a short, quick thing about the cost of Writers Club. All of it does go towards publishing books. I don't make any money off of it. It's just simply to cover the upfront costs with the kits from the publisher and a few small materials that we need here during the first semester. All right, the next important thing I want to talk to you about is the time commitment. Writers Club does meet on Friday mornings before school at 8 o'clock. And I know it's hard to get kids to school early, which is why I always tell parents up front, it is a time commitment, especially during first semester. We do use all 45 minutes. We very rarely have any time to spare, and I've been doing this for 6 years, so I have it mapped out perfectly for the amount of time that we need to get every kid from start to finish and have their book published. In the past, we've had kids carpool. We've had, any number of ways to get kids here. But I do want to be upfront. If you think you're going to have difficulty getting your child to school at 8 o'clock in the morning, then this probably isn't the club for you. Okay, the next big question that I get is, do kids meet every Friday morning? And there's a yes and no answer to that. I've created the schedule for a year-long schedule, which is broken into semesters. So first semester is when we do a lot of the writing, and we do meet typically every Friday from 8 to 8:45 in the morning to get all the writing components down. Second semester is a little different. We do not meet every Friday. In fact, we rarely meet second semester as a big group, and the reason for that is because kids are usually working on the illustrations, and the illustrations are done at home. However, you can access not only the year-long schedule, but you can access every document you're going to need for Writers Club, including the parent permission slip, the year-long schedule, and the guidelines in terms of required behaviors and tasks. Those can all be found on my classroom webpage under the tab Writers Club, and I will put together a short tutorial on how to access that so that you guys can visually see how to get to where you need to get to in order to get those documents. All right, well, the last big topic or element that I need to talk about and address is the whole archery versus Writers Club. Fourth grade is a year where they can also do archery, and every year I get, well, my child wants to do Writers Club and they want to do archery. I'm here to tell you it is okay to do both. What'll end up happening is if your child does archery or makes the team, I have it worked out with Steve Lanier to where you just need to let me know so that I can talk to Mr. Lanier and make sure that your child's practice day isn't on a day where Writers Club meets, which is Friday. In the past, Lanier's done a great job of just switching those kids to either a Monday practice time slot or a Thursday, or whenever works best for you or whenever is good for you. So don't let that be a deterrent from joining. We've worked it out. We've worked together in the past on how to accommodate students that want to do both. And every year I always have 5 to 6 kids that do both anyway. So I don't want that to slip into your mind as being problematic, because it's not.